Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Makakadash. All praises and glories definitely due, especially in the times we're living in. Much respect to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work, I say Shalom. All right, I have another lesson for you today. And, where there is no vision, the people perish. That's going to be my title. Now, before we get started on that lesson, I wanted to play a clip of a video that I saw last night from Elder Yashawamba out in Dallas. All right. And basically, you see the title here, The Accuser is Cast Down and Desperate. And again, if you know who the accuser is talking about, that's the false accuser, all right? Which is the devil. We're not talking about some spiritual entity, all right? Satan is a spiritual entity in the heavens, all right? But down here on earth, again, when you look up the word Satan, Satan, it means adversary. And it's talking about the human counterpart who is adverse to the Most High and his Son and his chosen people, all right? And again, that's all over the scriptures, all right? Where you read about him, and it tells you who him is, who they are, all right? And it's talking about Esau, Edom, the Edomite. He's known as a white man to you, okay? But in reality, again, that's a social construct created by him in 1681 to call himself white, all right? Because in the scriptures deal with nations, nationalities, okay? It doesn't deal with, a color construct, all right? The Lord doesn't deal with that. That's a creation of Esau to further hide himself, okay? And to keep everybody confused, okay? So that you wouldn't even come into knowing who you are, all right? So anyway, I want to play a little bit of this clip. And again, hopefully, the brother, when we hear him, Elder Yashawamba, come on, he's going to tell you again, pretty much these things are staged, okay? And again, we don't condone, anybody killing anybody, all right? Or anything to do with guns or whatever, all right? We don't have anything to do with that. And we don't need to worry about that because our power, all right, is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And that's all the power you need. Okay? That's all the power you need. And if you're in these scriptures, you're consumed in them, you're in contact with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, guess what? Then, you're pretty much under the what? The wings of the Most High. Okay? As you read in Psalms 91. Okay? So what is there for you to worry about? Nothing. The Lord, you're under the Lord's protection. And you have to trust in that. All right? As a believer, you should have no doubts. Okay? The Lord is going to take care of his own. Okay? That 1/3, that remnant, that house of David that has returned unto him. Okay? Because these are the scriptures. This is the testimony. You understand? It's all in here. All right? But you're going to see Master J being brought up, and that'll tell you that this stuff here is pretty much a stage event. Okay? That guy's a joke. That guy's an agent for the government. All right? And that's already been brought out. Okay? Many, many videos have been done in the past where this guy comes out of nowhere. And, that's what he is. All right? He's serving his master. All right? So anyway, let's play this clip of the video, and then we're going to get into our lesson. All right? So let's do that. All right?
county property where they found him hiding in a treehouse. Officials say the fugitive had multiple flashbangs, 2 rifles, 2 handguns, body armor, rifle plates, and ammunition with him inside that treehouse.
What he said was, you guys know who I am, you know what I'm capable of, and a lot worse.
Officials say the property where Wallace was found is affiliated with an organization called the Not Effing Around Coalition, a black nationalist paramilitary organization.
We've been accused of owning property that we don't own.
That's NFAC Supreme Commander Grandmaster Jay. He says Wallace was a member of the organization from July 2020 until January of this year. He adds during that time,
There's your Grandmaster Jay. And like I says, he's an agent provocateur. That's already been proven many, many times over. All right. So do you understand, people? They're just simply setting the stage. They want to link Israelites to being terrorists. All right. So you understand? Okay. Let's continue.
Wallace never caused any problems for the organization.
He left us, and what he did after that, that's his life. He's still our brother, and his side of the story needs to be heard. That's why we have a court system.
Now, to be clear, Grandmaster Jay says that his organization is not affiliated with that property at all. As for Wallace, we're still waiting to learn exactly when he will get into the car and actually make his way back to Florida. We're going to find that out, hopefully, from that organization, from that police department in Daytona Beach. We'll let you know as soon as we know. Reporting live in DeKalb County, I'm Tracy White, CBS 46.
I'm sure they're trying to make that happen very soon.
All right, shalom. Giving all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And as always, we give peace and salutations unto the elect. And I'm going to speak on this real briefly. Brothers have already done videos on it, and we already know what's up. All right, we were living in the times where, agents are going to show their head. They've been around. We've been prophesying about it. Well, here we go. Let the games begin. Because, Esau's only way to stop he can't stop this truth, but in his mind, he believes if he can paint us as carnal, okay, he'll be able to formulate an attack and be justified in obliterating us and, ultimately painting the true prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because that's all that's being done. That guy you saw.
And what is it that it says in the scriptures? Right? 2 Corinthians, right? 10:4. What does it say? It says that our weapons of warfare are not carnal, right? But mighty, right? Through our God power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to the what? To the bringing down of their strongholds. What are their strongholds? Their deceptions and lies. Do you understand, people? Esau is carnal. We are not. You understand that? All right. Let's continue. All right.
Pop up. Grandmaster Jay. When he first came on the scene, all right, that we don't own.
That's NFAC.
That's the so-called leader of the NFAC, which he just popped up out of nowhere now. Probably a year or months prior to him, becoming this big NFAC leader. Brothers share videos. We always constantly watching. We're constantly sharing things. And there was a video of him on YouTube or World Star Hip Hop, complaining about some things. I remember him saying the Hebrew Israelites, those brothers ain't out there, pushing gun violence. They're just pushing the word. He wasn't speaking as if he was a Hebrew Israelite. All right, then all of a sudden he popped up as the big commanding leader of this NFAC. They walking around with guns. He's promising, if it's another Jake shot, he's going to show up. All right, and they're going to, apply, the sword to the police, all this type of crap. And he had the Egyptian Ankh. All right, he was just talking a bunch of nonsense. And then all of a sudden, he pops up, months later. He just throws the term Yahweh in the Bible and the Israelites out there, which this guy, he's he was a professional DJ. He was a presidential candidate. Look it up. He was a presidential candidate, and there's video of him sitting behind Donald Trump in one of his speeches. So who the hell is this guy? He just popped up out of nowhere. He's just this, big, and that's what they do. All right, they'll just throw particular Jake out there, and then all of a sudden they're attaching Hebrew and Israelite to their whole platform, which is all a ploy. Because what the devil ultimately wants to do is, which we've been telling you he wants to do, is link us to terrorism. All right? All of this is just a damn stage, man. Now, whether...
All right, there you go, people. All right, that's enough of that. All right, let's, I just wanted to make a few comments, all right, and let you hear the brother. We're going to get into our video now, all right? So give me a minute, all right? All right. Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, the people perish. All right? But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Now, that's the scripture we're just going to deal with in this lesson. All right? And you say to yourself, well, wait a minute. That's like 2.5 lines of scripture. An example. All right? Well, guess what, people? All right? This is deep. And you're going to see that for yourselves to give you understanding, because we're going to look words up. We're going to get into the meaning of them. Understand, to give you what? Better understanding. And, of course, hit precepts. You got that? All right. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right. We're going to click on it. This is the blue letter. All right. And let's start with, again, where there is no vision, the people perish, right? So we want to look up the key word here is where there is no vision, all right? See? Where there is no vision, right? The people perish. So let's start with vision, okay? Let's start with that word, all right?
Strong's H2377, Chazon.
All right? Chazon, all right? Vision, all right? Vision in the static state, vision in night, vision, oracle, prophecy, divine communication. In other words, they're not in concert with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's what vision would be if you're able to see, okay? Vision as in the title of the book, prophecy, right? All right, in the prophecies, that you're able to what? To not only read them, but to understand what you're reading. You have to understand the etymology of words, all right? Get into the root words, like what we're doing, okay? In the Greek, in the Hebrew, in the Latin. You have to understand that you're dealing with not just the etymology of words, but in the form of it being, symbolism, an allegory, parabolic, metaphoric. Do you understand? Okay, like when you're talking about the chariots are not just called chariots, they're called the chariots of fire, they're called clouds, they're called whirlwinds. Do you understand? And what is that? That's an allegory. That's symbolism. Still talking about the same thing. All right? Do you understand? All right? Let's give you an example. See, sight. See this? A sight, mentally. All right? Talking about vision here, right? Sight, mentally. In other words, what does it say in Proverbs? Okay, give me a minute. This is Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Okay, spiritually and mentally dead, like from the neck up. People understand that? All right? All right, we're going to end this here. We'll be right back with part 2. All right, and we're going to get back into the blue letter there. All right, Shalom. We'll be right back with part 2.